Next disorders are disorders of skin, eye, ears. Okay. First is we will see disorders of skin in children. Types of skin infections are bacterial infections, fungal infections, and viral infections. Bacterial infections again impetigo, cellulitis, folliculitis, boils, carbuncles, streptococcal scaled skin syndrome. This is impetigo. Definition of impetigo is superficial infection of the skin caused by bacteria. The lesions are often grouped and have a red base. You are seeing the red base here. Then etiology for these are group A and B hemolytic streptococcus, Staphylococcus aureus. Impetigo is most common in children, but adults may also have. It is due to poor personal hygiene. Clinical features. Impetigo usually occurs on the face, neck, arms, limbs, but the lesions can be observed on any part of the body. Impetigo starts as a small vesicle or fluid-filled lesions. The lesions then ruptured and fluid drains, leaving areas that are covered with honey-colored crust. The lesions may all look different and with different sizes and shapes. Child may also present with the swollen lymph nodes. The diagnostic is based on the complete history, physical examination. The lesions of impetigo are in queue and are clearly diagnosable. Culture of the lesions can be done to confirm the diagnosis and type of bacteria. Management. It is based on the child's age, overall health and medical history, extent of condition, child's tolerations to specific medications. Treatment for the child with many lesions, oral antibiotics are given. If the child has a few lesions only, topical antibiotics is enough for the affected area. Bathe the child daily with an antibacterial soap to help the decrease in the chances of spreading of the disease. Then proper washing technique by everyone in household is very important. Keep the child finger and nail shortened. Avoid sharing of garments, towels and other household items. Then cellulitis. Cellulitis is a deep bacterial infection. The infection usually involves the face, arms, legs. You are seeing in the picture how the cellulitis is there. Etiology for this is group A and B hemolytic streptococcus, streptococcus pneumoniae, streptococcus aureus. Clinical features: swelling of the skin, tenderness, warm skin, pain, bluishness, blisters, fever, headache, chills, feeling weak and red fever. Emergency manifestations of the cellulitis is very large area of red inflamed skin, fever, numbness, tingling. If the skin appears black, if the child has a diabetic or weakened immune system. Then diagnostic evaluations usually based on the medical history and physical examination. Blood and skin samples may be taken to confirm the diagnosis and type of bacteria that is present. Management: oral IV antibiotics, warm bed dressings and infection sites, surgical intervention will elevate the affected part and reduce the activity of that part. Then complications: meningitis, septic arthritis, glomerular nephritis. Follicles and boils and carbuncles. Follicles is an inflammation of the hair follicles due to an infection, injury or irritation. It is characterized by tendons, swollen areas that form around the follicles, often on the neck and breast and the buttocks and face. Boil are pus-filled lesions that are painful and usually form. Boils are usually located on the waist area, groins, buttocks and other arms. In carbuncles are clusters of boils. These are usually found in the back of the neck and the thigh. In clinical features, symptoms of follicle, that is pus in the hair follicle and irritated red follicles, damaged hair. Symptoms of boil: pus in the center of the boil, whitish bloody discharges from the boil. Symptoms of carbuncles may be pus in the center of the boil, then whitish bloody discharges from the boils, fever and fatigue. Diagnostics through the medical history, physical examination, culture of the wound. Management: topical antibiotics for carbuncles and boils, warm compresses to promote the drainage of the lesions, oral and IV antibiotics and possible removal of the boils and carbuncles. Staphylococcal scaled skin syndrome. The staphylococcal scaled skin syndrome is an infective response occurs due to the staphylococcus. It is characterized by peeling of the skin. This mostly affects infants, young children and individuals with a depressed immune system or renal insufficiency. This can be life-threatening. Clinical features are: this disease usually begins with fever and redness of the skin. Then a fluid-filled blisters may be formed. This blister ruptures very easily, leaving an area of the moist skin. Other symptoms are Crushed infection site, red painful areas around the infection site, blisters, chills, weakness, fluid loss, top layer of the skin slips off with rubbing or gentle pressure. This is called Nikolsky's sign. After the top layer has peeled off, fever, chills, weakness, fluid loss. In newborns, this infection is often observed in diaper area, around the umbilical cord. Older children most commonly have lesions on their arms and legs and trunk. Diagnosis, medical examination, physical examination, biopsy, skin lesion culture, blood test. Management usually requires hospitalization, often in the burn unit of the hospital. Treatment includes the following: antibiotics against staphylococcus, IV fluids to prevent the dehydration, fungal skin infection. Then fungi live in a deep top layer of the skin in most areas of the body, such as between the toes, groin, diaper area. Some fungi infections causes only a small amount of irritation. Other types of fungal infections penetrates deeper, and any may cause itching, swelling, blisters, scaling. In some cases of fungal infections can cause reactions elsewhere in the body. Example, a child may develop a rash on the finger or hand associated with infection on the foot or scalp. Types of fungal infections are candidiasis, tinea infections, athlete's foot, chalk itch, scalp ringworm, nail ringworm, body ringworm, then tinea versicolor. Candidiasis, that is yeast infection, sometimes called moniliasis, is an infection caused by the yeast on the skin and mucous membrane. Although yeast is normally a harmless inhabitant of the digestive system and vaginal area, it causes infection when the skin is damaged, or when conditions are warm and humidified, or when there is depressed system. Antibiotics can also cause yeast to grow. This is the yeast infection. The diagnosis: prompt medical history, physical examination, culture of the scalp part. Management: treated highly with the medicated ointment. Yeast infections of vagina, anus are treated with the suppositories. Oral thrush is treated with the medicated mouth wash. Severe infection is an immune compromised child may be treated with the oral anti-yeast medications. Tinea capitis, tinea infection. Different fungi depending upon the location causing ringworm. Ringworms is then characterized by the ring-shaped red scaly patches and clear centers. There is an increased risk of contracting ringworm is a child who is malnourished, has poor hygiene, lives in the warm climates, has contact with the other children or pets with the ringworm infection. Immune compromised due to diseases or medications. Athletic foot. This is Ginia pedis or foot ringworm. This condition most affected teen and adult males. It is less frequency, affects the children before puberty. Then contributing causes include sweating, not drying feet well after swimming or bathing, then wearing tight socks and wearing tight socks and shoes, and warm weather conditions. Then symptoms are whitening of the skin between the toes, tearing of the feet, itching rashes on the skin, blisters over the foot. Jaw itch, that is tinea fluids, and groin ringworm. This condition is also more common in the males, occurs more often during the warm conditions. It is very rare in females. Symptoms are red ring-like patches in the groin area, itching in the groin area, pain in the groin area. Then scalp ringworm, and that is tinea capitis. Scalp ringworm is highly contagious, especially among the children with 2 to 10 years. It occurs very rarely in adults. Symptoms are red, scaly rash on the scalp, itching the scalp, and hair losses on the scalp, rash elsewhere on the body. The nail worm, that is tinea ingium. It is an infection of the finger or toe nails characterized by a thickened and deformed nail. This condition is more often affects the toenails than the fingernails. Tinea ingium occurs more often in the adolescents and adults rather than the young children. Symptoms are thickened at the ends of the nails, yellow color nails. Body ringworm, tinea corporis. This skin infection is characterized by the ring-like rash anywhere on the body or the face. It occurs in all ages, but it is seen more frequently in the children. It is more common in warm climates Then symptoms are red, circular lesions with the raised edges. The middle of the lesions may become less red as a lesions grows. Then itching at the affected area. Diagnosis, medical history, physical examination. Then lesions of the ringworm are unique and allow for a diagnosis simply based on the basis of physical examination. Culture of the skin is also advisable. Management, oral antifungal medications, use the antifungal shampoos to eliminate the fungus, then topical and fungal ointments. Tinea versicolor. Tinea versicolor is a common skin infection characterized by the light or dark patches on the skin. Patches are more often found on the chest and prevent the skin from the tanning evenly. It occurs mostly in adults and early childhood. Etiology is caused by fungi, Pterosporum articulates. Then clinical features are white, pink patches, infection only on the top layers of the skin. The rash usually occurs on the trunk and the rash does not usually occur on the face. Patches worsen the feet. Diagnosis, history, physical examination. UV light is to visualize the patches more clearly, and skin scraping can be taken for culture. Then management, medicated antimicrobial dandruff shampoos on the skin as prescribed by the doctor. Shampoo is left on the skin and overnight and washed off in the morning. To be effective, shampoo treatment is effective and may be required for several nights. Topical creams or oral antifungal medications may be prescribed. Then viral skin infections. Many viral skin infections in the childhood are called viral exanthemas. Common are measles, rubella, varicella, and rosola. Then immunizations has decreased the number of the cases of measles, mumps, rubella, and chickenpox. There are three main groups of viruses that cause the majority of skin infections are human papillomavirus, herpes simplex, and the pox virus. Common skin infection warts, mullosum, contagiosum, then rubella, rubeola, chickenpox. Warts are not cancerous skin growth. Warts are most common in children than adults. Warts can spread to other parts of the body and other persons. There are many different types of warts due to many different papillomavirus types. Warts are not painful except when located on the feet. Most warts go away without treatment for an expected period of time. Common types of warts are common warts, grows around the nails and back of the hands, usually have rough surfaces, greyish yellows or brown in color. Then foot warts located on the scales of the feet with the back dots. Then Creutzfeldt-Jakob warts are called mosaics. These warts are painful. Then fat warts, small smooth growth that grow in the group of 200 at a time, most often appears on the tail face. Gentle warts grow on the genitalia, then are occasionally sexually transmitted. These are soft and do not have rough surfaces like other common warts. Pillibum warts, these are small, long, narrow growth that usually appears in the eyelids, face or neck. Then management, application of the salicylic or lactic acid, which often infected area, freezing with the liquid nitrogen, desiccation, using an electrical current to destroy the warts, laser treatment. Then Mullosum contagiosum. Mullosum contagiosum is a viral disease of the skin that causes small pink or skin colored bumps on the tail skin. It is not harmful and usually does not have any other symptoms. The virus is inside the bumps and is mildly contagious. These bumps are usually clear and extended on the period of time. Etiology, Mullosum contagion is a viral disease caused by the virus called poxvirus. It is most common in children and adolescents, although it can be affect the adults. Clinical features are bumps are small and are usually pink or skin colored. Eventually, the bumps tend to have small sunken centers. The number of lesions, a child has usually between 2 to 20. The lesions usually occur in the groups or clusters. They are not harmful but may cause some cosmic concern for the child if they appear on the face or other parts of other visual areas. Diagnosis, based on medical history and physical examination, lesions are unique and usually are diagnosed on the basis of physical examination. Additional tests are not routinely required. Management is removal of the lesions, use of topical medications. Then rubella. German measles. Rubella is a viral illness that results in viral exanthema. It spreads from the child to child through direct contact with the discharge from the nose and throat. Infants and children who develop the disease usually have mild rashes and side effects. Etiology is caused by rotavirus. Then it can be spread from the pregnant mother to the unborn child or forms secretions from the infected persons. It is most prevalent in a late winter and early spring. Rubella is preventable by the proper immunization and rubella vaccine. Clinical features: 14 to 21 days of the child develops signs and symptoms. Rash, eruptions. Common symptoms are not feeling well, yellow, great fever and diarrhea. Rash then appears as a pink area of small raised lesions. Rash begins on the face, then spreads down to the arms and legs. Rash usually fades by the third and fifth day. Lymph nodes in the neck may also become enlarged. Older children and adolescents may develop some soreness and inflammation in the joint. Then diagnosis based on the medical history and physical examination. Management is increased fluid intake and rest. Prevention: children should not attend the school after the 7 days after the onset of the rash. Children who are born with the rubella are considerably contagious for the first year of life. Assure that all child's contact have been properly immunized. Rubiola, that is measles. Rubiola, also called measles, it is a viral illness that results in a viral exanthema. Then rubiola has a distinct rash that helps in the diagnosis. It spreads from the one child to another direct contact with the discharge from the nose and throat of the infected person. Then sometimes it spreads through the airborne droplets from an infected child. Etiology: the viruses that causes measles is classified. Morbivirus belong to Paramyxoviridae family. Clinical features: hacking, cough, then redness and irritation of the eyes, fever, small red spots with their white centers, copic spots appears on the inside of the neck, inside of the cheek. Then rash, deep red flat rash that starts on the face and spreads down to the trunk, arms, legs and feet. Rash starts as a small distinct lesion which then combines as a one big rash. After 3 to 7 days, the rash will begin to clear, leaving down discoloration and skin peeling. Serious complications are infection, pneumonia, crop, inflammation of the brain. Then diagnostic evaluation by complete medical history and physical examination. Lesions are inactive and allows for diagnosis. Management: increased fluid intake. Paracetamol for fever. WHO recommended 2 doses of vitamin A for all children to prevent eye damage and blindness. Prevention: children should not attend school or daycare centers for 4 days after the rash is positive. Then assure all the children contacts have been properly immunized. Then chickenpox. Chickenpox is highly infectious disease caused by the varicella zoster virus, a form of herpes virus. Transmission occurs from person to person by direct contact or through the air by coughing and sneezing. Then clinical features are fatigue, irritability, itchy rash on the trunk, fever, feeling ill, decreased appetite, muscle or joint pain, cough and running nose. Diagnosis by the medical history and physical examination. Management is PCP for fever, antibiotics for treating any bacterial infections, catecholamin lotion, calamine lotion, antiviral drugs. And then bed rest, increase fluid intake, cool baths. Do not let children scratch the blisters which could lead to secondary bacterial infections. Cut the children's fingernails short. Immunity from chickenpox. Once the infection can be give them immunity for the rest of their lives. Complications are secondary bacterial infections, pneumonia, encephalitis, cerebral ataxia, myelitis and Ray's syndrome, then death. Other parasitic skin infections are parasitic skin infections of small worms and the insects that may have deep burrow on the skin or live there and lay their eggs, include scabies. Scabies is an infestations of nits characterized by small red bumps and intense itching. This is highly contagious infection, often spreads from person to person while they are sleeping or together in the same bed or have close personal contact. The itching is caused by the mites burrowing into the skin where they lay eggs that hatches a few days later. Scabies can affect all ages. Scabies occurs mostly in children and in adults. Clinical features are itching, usually severe, rash with small pimples and or red bumps, scaly and crusty skin. Then diagnosis and management. Diagnosis of scabies, the skin and increases are examined by the physician. Sample of skin obtained by scraping the skin may be examined under a microscope to confirm the presence of mites. Management is application of prescribed creams and lotions, Linden lotion, oral antihistamine medications, topical ointment. Wash all the clothes and bed sheets in hot water and dry in hot dryer. Itching may continue for several weeks. Other disorders are diaper rash. Nowadays we are seeing here, this is a very common, because the mothers are not using the handmade diapers. They are using the diapers whatever they are available in the market. A rash in the diaper region are common during the early infancy. It is most common and artificial fed infants, especially those in whom it is changed infrequently. Then involves buttocks, scrotal sacs, bones, pubis, and inner side of the thigh. Skin appears red like a parchment, which becomes an infected, giving rise to pustular erosions. These are contact dermatitis secondary to detergents. Management is single layer porous diapers should be used. Then plastic diapers should not be used. Then wash with mild soaps, cool wet compresses on the rash area, antimicrobial cream and lotions. Okay.